This week on Soundwaves TV, we're live at the Pacific Coast Fog Fest in Pacifica with tons of bands, specialty drinks, and even a few surprises. Also, Dennis Willis will hang out with classic 80s rocker Tommy Tutone at the Mountain Winery, and they'll unpack his legendary hit 8675309. See, you're humming it now, aren't you? This is Soundwaves TV. Here we are, the Soundwaves crew at Fog Fest. We are at the center stage where the action is happening right now.
We're sneaking right in here because we're trying to get in between acts here on this stage and everything. And there's a lot of activity today. And by the way, take a look at this. Turn around for just 1 second. Look at this. This is proud drum mom here. She is ready to go because Cody's going to be up on the big stage here in just a little while. How about that?
I really do look like a drum mom, don't I? I didn't even realize it, but I am proud. This is Cody's first official gig. He's played at Rock Camp several times, but the crowd here is insane, and he's nervous. I'm nervous. Jay's nervous, so it's very exciting.
It's the big stage. It's the big show.
It's the big show.
Cody's doing his thing, man.
Yep. Very excited about it.
So what else is going on at Fog Fest today?
State Line Empire is also playing.
Ooh,
yeah.
State Line Empire. We're going to do some of that.
As soon as Cody gets done, we're going to pop over to the South Stage and see State Line Empire. But, I mean, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of people here. And Fog Fest, of course, is the one time there is not fog in Pacifica, which is really nice.
I wore a flannel and pants today. And Steve's in all black.
Yep.
Oh, you
yeah,
wore
look
pants.
At you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
And we appreciate that. Yeah. So it's a beautiful day out here in Pacifica. This is like it's our moment. This is our Christmas out here.
It's beer drinking weather, so let's get it going.
Hey, let's go Fog Fest.
Yeah. All right, what's going on, guys? Joe Hawk here. We're in the middle of Fog Fest, and actually, this is my first ever Fog Fest. Being out here checking it out, and I noticed this drink called the Fog Cutter, and I come to find out there's actually a pretty cool story behind it. Let's check it out.
Refill your glass with ice. It's the Rocky Coast. We add an ounce of rum for the clear crystal sky. She does 1 ounce of melon liqueur, the green stuff, for the rolling hills, the rolling green hills. We add 7-Up for the spray of the ocean. She's going very fast. Splash of sweet and sour for the kiss of the fog. And then we floated with slow gin for the beautiful Pacifica sunsets. So that's how we roll. That's the famous Fog Cutter drink at the Fog Fest.
Thank you. We got a tip.
Well, there you have it. Well, there you have it. We found out the story about the Fog Cutter. So if you're ever come to Fog Fest, be sure to get one of these historically incredible drinks. And while we're at it, I'm going to go get one myself.
Hey, yeah, thanks, guys. Morris Knight here on Soundwaves TV, just hanging out and looking forward to some great stuff we got coming up your way for you. We've got our guy, Dennis, who's going to be hanging out with, the one and only Tommy Heath. You're also more famously known as Tommy Tutone. 8675309. Okay. I'll let them handle that, right? But that's some fun stuff on the way. Also, more fun and shenanigans with the crew hanging out at Fog Fest in Pacifica. That's always a great time. In the meantime, heads up. We've got the Rainbow Girls. They just finished their fully crowdfunded album called Welcome to Whatever. That's going to be dropping in December. In the meantime, they've got the power pick for us this week. It's a love letter of sorts, a video love letter, pretty much to the good, to the bad, and all that pretty much represents San Francisco. Filmed in various locations in and around San Francisco and the Bay Area, featuring both iconic sites and maybe even a few forgotten corners of the city you might recognize in this video here from the Power Pick. It's Rainbow Girls, it's City Slickers on Soundwaves TV.
Sometimes you find yourself with someone just for a moment.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Stephen Kirk here with Joe Hawk. You know, they've got beer here at Fog Fest, so that's why Joe Hawk is here. Behind us today, we have got the All-Stars of Tomorrow. This is the Green Room All-Stars playing behind us here. Jay Michaelis, you're the all-star, buddy, getting these guys pulling it together. What else is going on, buddy?
You know, actually, speaking of the Green Room, just a few blocks down from there, on October 14th, we are going to be having our 40th anniversary party at Pacifica Brewery. So you do not want to miss it. It's going to be one of the biggest Soundwaves reunion of the year, of the decade, of the 4 decades that Soundwaves has been around. It's going to start at 2 p.m., so be there or be square. It's going to be one hell of a time.
It is indeed.
Beer will be there as well, too. So.
Well, you better get there early, though, because, you know.
Well, you know, come on. You and me.
Hey, look, we're going to be back in a minute, and we've got a really cool interview. Dennis was on a Mountain Winery, and he got to catch up with one of the all-stars of all time, Tommy Heath. You know him better as Tommy Tutone. We'll be right back.
Your home is your biggest asset, and whether to sell or hold is a major decision. David Siplin will help you with the information to make the right call and assist with the sale of your property and the purchase of a new home. Contact David today for an in-person or remote appointment.
Check out Soundwaves TV on all our social media accounts. Deleted scenes, extended interviews, the latest announcements, and official playlist. The Bay Area plays here. Hit us up everywhere at Soundwaves TV.
Please consider helping us continue our mission of lifting and supporting independent music by becoming a Soundwaves patron. In exchange, you'll be the first to see and hear all of our weekly shows, as well as exclusive content. Just go to patreon.com/SoundwavesTV.
This is the crew.
Oh, here we go. All right. I saw Christina just went through.
Hey everybody, we're here at the Mountain Winery in a very cool little corner with Tommy Heath of Tommy Tutone, legendary singer. How you doing, sir?
I'm good. They gave me a wine cellar. For my dressing room.
I was going to say, this is kind of impressive. So you said you're a bourbon man?
Scotch or bourbon and the beige liquors, and everybody on this tour drinks the clear ones.
You know what? I knew I'd like this guy for a reason. I know. What's your favorite whiskey?
I like the the Space Side ones down low with the smoky ones.
Yeah, nice. Very good. I recommend Tullamore Dew, not an endorsement, but it's a good, well-priced.
Irish.
Oh, yes.
Well, my dad drank Canadian and I drank Scotch, so we compromised on Irish before he passed. My dad lasted until 99, folks. So.
Oh, wow.
So I have hopes to be around for a while myself.
Excellent. But I got to start with the elephant in the room. One of the biggest songs of the 20th century, and the reason why so many people got mad that they had to change their phone number.
I didn't realize it was going to cause that much trouble.
I think it's hilarious. It's rock and roll.
People magazine paid me back by putting my real phone number in their article.
Oh, are you kidding me? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So where I come from, that's called a good RF, and I had to hand it to him and laugh. You're not supposed to get mad. You're supposed to get even. So anyway.
That's how badly did that affect you? Did you have people going, "Hey, my name's Jenny, knock that off"?
Oh, I just made it into a publicity line with a recording. Got a new number.
That's smart.
Kind of like Jenny's parents did with a real number. We didn't know, and
yep. Nice.
And people threatened to sue me. It was the chief of police's daughter in Buffalo, and
oh, that's whose number it was?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it was a little junior high school in West Virginia where we stopped by it and played them a show. But I know from playing in bars, you can't sue somebody from another state. It's almost impossible.
That's
so
good to
anyway,
know.
it's
Good to know.
I cause a lot of problems, but sorry, folks.
Rock and roll, brother. Rock and roll. You're on tour with the Hooters and Rick Springfield. This is an 80s revival tour. Does it surprise you that the 80s haven't gone anywhere?
You know, when the 80s came back, I think sometime in the Audies, I thought it'd be like for 6 months or something, but it stuck around, and people are realizing that was actually the high point of Western civilization, and we're on the downhill curve now trying to party on the way out. That's my opinion.
I'm going to steal that from you. That's a great quote. That's awesome.
Make the most of it.
Yeah, yeah. No, it's incredible to see people react to these iconic songs, and it's got to be something for you. What's it like when you get up on stage and people are singing along, to something you did a long time ago?
It seems to happen more and more, and they ask me what was the secret? It's some kind of numerology or magic or something, and
sold your soul or something.
But to me, 80s, I call my music new wave Americana. So I discourage this whole 80s thing because I think new wave music is a genre like country, western, and soul. And I live up in Portland, Oregon. They're young new wave bands.
Yeah.
So I don't consider it 80s. I was there then, sang the songs I wrote then, and I'm still the same guy writing songs. And
we accept submissions on the radio show I do, and we get a lot of synth bands. Like that sound is actually becoming quite prevalent again.
I think so too, yeah. So I'm looking for it to go on and on.
You did a cover of one of my all-time favorite songs recently, and that's How You Cross My Desk. That's how we got this thing together.
Oh, yeah?
And that's Dido's song. White Flag.
I was hoping to do that tonight for everybody, but we had this real tight show that we practiced 6 months ago. So we, that's part of this ongoing things where we take an old song and play it like another old band would play.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my concept of Link Ray and Living Color and play Dido.
Well, there you go.
Tonight we're doing The Clash play Jim Croce, which is on the same record in my album. I don't know if I'll ever get this out, folks, but in between writing songs, we do those kind of drills. And I'm very sorry we can't play it tonight, but it was a lot of fun to do. And that she had a beautiful, soulful, subtle voice, and I go in there going, "Argh."
Yeah, but you have an iconic voice. And the thing is, the combination of your voice and your delivery with that was just really, really something. I dug it.
It was a lot of fun to do. I could really bite into that thing. I even got the lyrics wrong. She goes, what is it, second verse? I caused too much mess and destruction, and I said, I caused too much massive destruction.
Massive destruction works. That's good. That's good. I wanted to ask you. I grew up when I was a kid, growing up in the '80s. The San Francisco music scene was it was exploding. You just had that was the pathway to getting on the charts. It seemed like everything went through San Francisco for a few years. What do you remember about that time?
Well, I had moved to San Francisco. I'm really old, folks. I'm 76. I ran away to San Francisco in the summer of 1967 and lived all around Northern California. And in the 70s, I was up in Mendocino. And I came back to San Francisco, and they go, "You're new wave." And I go, "What's that?" And they go, "Well," and I had this band. We played everything. I had a sax, horn section, pedal steel guitar. Well, you can't play all that variety, but if you just do this, you're totally modern. And so suddenly we became hip, but not in San Francisco. I was playing in Keystone, Berkeley for 8 people. And people came to town, and I got signed, and everybody there was pissed because I never really fit in there. But I was kind of based out of that area for many, many years, and it means a lot to me. But now it was just a place. I also thought I was a country western songwriter, so I moved to Nashville. They tell me, "Your problem, Tom, is you're trying to make people think, and we don't do that here."
I've heard that a few times in my career too. Yeah.
And then they go, "These are parodies of country songs." So I was all during the 70s. I didn't play any rock. I started out with a parody of a 50s band called Tommy Tutone in college, in Sonoma State College. Went on from there to play in country bands, and a soul band walked in because I had a Telecaster and they needed Steve Cropper. I ended up in soul bands, and from there I ended up in Munich with a reggae band. So I studied all this kind of music. I played in Western swing bands, and then it was actually reggae that brought me back. And so I moved back to San Francisco when it was happening, and I guess I was in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, you sure were. Before we go, and I know you got to get on stage and do something, I brought you a present. And
you did.
I did. Sorry, it's a little wrinkled here, but I went to a show in 1983 at Great America. Huey Lewis and the News were opening because I love that band, and you were opening for them. Tommy Tutone was opening, and we took pictures actually at that show, and I'm going to give you the pictures that I took.
Wow.
These were taken that night, July or August of 1983. That's you, right there?
Yeah, that's my Jewish afro there.
So I want you to have those, and
wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
There's a jacket with shoulder pads. My girlfriend's got me a shirt the other day that had shoulder pads in it because I don't have any shoulders. This is great.
Nice.
Thank you, Dennis.
My pleasure, and thank you for all your hospitality. And we're gonna go drink some bourbon now, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's do it. Tommy, you're the best.
Thank you.
Hey, do you want to watch Soundwaves TV on your big screen? Then head on over to the Roku channel store and download our free app, Soundwaves TV. You'll get every brand new episode and archives of every past season. Do it now, we've got your next party covered.
Closed captioning for Soundwaves TV is brought to you by Green Room Music Center, offering rock camp, music lessons, a drum shop, and rehearsal spaces for rent. For more information, go to greenroommusiccenter.com.
SoundwavesTV.com is your official home for Soundwaves merch. From coffee mugs to a variety of barware, my favorite, hats, exclusive tees, and the exclusive Soundwaves commemorative challenge coin, get all your shopping done at SoundwavesTV.com.
Hey, how's it going, Joe Hawk? Where are we, buddy?
Dude, Steve, we are in the middle of Fog Fest right now.
We are, and Fog Fest, they've got food.
Yes.
They've got tchotchkes, they've got massage tables over there.
I was going to say, we might need to get straightened out before we take off today.
Yeah, all I need to get straightened out is, So, welcome to Fog Fest. Now it's official.
Yes.
So, yeah, this is Fog Fest has been going on for decades here in Pacifica. And there's all kinds of music going on here as well. It's really a cool place to hang out.
Yeah, you got 3 stages. This whole all of Palmetto has been closed off. They had the opening parade earlier this morning, which I got here bright and early. I know you guys were, nursing your bone badge hangover this morning, but it was a lot of fun. I've actually overheard someone saying that historically Fog Fest is always the warmest day of the year in Pacifica.
And I wore a black shirt.
Yeah, and I wore a flannel.
Yeah.
We're having a lot of fun today.
So from these two idiots,
yeah,
we're gonna send you. Go check this out.
This might destroy you. Your choice, not mine. We've got some bad news. This world's not kind. When I on my way to 29, I felt just like a canary in a coal mine. And I won't deny, cannot lie, that precious all the time. If you are
back. We're wrapping it up here from FOGfest. Wow,
Again.
What a weekend.
What a rock and roll weekend. Explain what's going on here with the whole timeline, because we're in a vortex right now.
Yeah, so if you're-
Rock and roll vortex.
if you're actually watching the episode, this is one episode removed. It's next week. Last week was Bone Bash for you.
Yeah.
Last night was Bone Bash for us.
Right. We are like 9 hours from partying at Bone Bash. Just listen to his.
Yeah, this is why everything is like this today, because we're like belting out schools out with Alice Cooper last night.
No, but that wasn't it. Because you and the morning show, Lamont and Sinelli, were talking about going to Retro Junkie afterward.
yeah.
We went to Retro Junkie afterward.
I love that you did.
We did.
And let me tell you, it was a real rock tease because they talked about going to Retro Junkie, and so we're like, we're in.
Let's go. Yeah.
And then Lamont, telling tales out of school, he's like, nah, it's not going to happen. It's like, yes, it is.
Hold on. I want to explain myself, though. I had $6,000 worth of broadcast equipment on my person.
That is true.
And I was
Yes.
like, I'm going straight home to make sure that this equipment goes straight in my house because I was effing terrified.
Yeah, literally, when I was carrying the stuff backstage, I had to have it handcuffed to me.
Oh, yeah. It was
You know, I was-
nuclear football.
It really was. It was in the attaché case and the whole bit. I was terrified. I played engineer last night.
But I want to
so-
show you some footage. Here's something you haven't seen yet and nobody knows about. It's that we passed out some quarters because Retro Junkie has awesome video games and pinball
of
machines,
course.
right? So he'd never been there before, so we gave him, what did you get, 4 quarters?
Yeah.
And this guy, look at this. He rocked this Godzilla pinball machine for like a freaking half hour.
I did, actually.
We all got done and we're like, is he done yet? No, pinball freaking wizard over here. Just, I was very impressed, sir. I was very impressed.
There's no school like the old school.
Your childhood served you well last night, didn't
Betcha.
it?
Goddamn right.
Back to go get another beer and wait.
Always a good idea.
Everybody plays, everybody wins. What's the problem here?
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of, I think we need a beer.
Excellent.
Are we good?
Excellent choice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for watching. Thanks to Tommy Tutone. And that was an awesome hang at Mountain Winery and all the people at Mountain Winery who were awesome to us. And next week, I don't know what we're doing next week.
God only knows.
We're going to the Ever Higher Music Festival next week, but we're doing it in
We're doing
an
it
hour.
later
I was gonna
today.
say, no, you're about to leave to go there. That's actually the truth.
Wish us luck.
Yes.